Okay, we should have recorded this one on last week, but I wasn't feeling that good last week. But hey, I'm better now. We're talking about it, so yay.
We're always a week behind everybody else. You can always suspect that.
Always a week. This has 2 weeks, but who cares? KidRobot unveils Sonic the Hedgehog blind boxes. Essentially, we've all seen blind boxes, like a box or a packet. You open it, it's like, oh hey, I don't want this fucking character. That's essentially a blind box. It's like the Walking Dead blind box. You got a little chibi figurine of the characters. I want Daryl. I want Daryl. I get fucking call. That's essentially what a blind box is. So KidRobot is now coming out with pretty good looking vinyl Sonic characters.
Mm.
Well, 3 characters and the rest are badniks and a ring.
Yeah.
Unless you count the different versions of Sonic, which one of them is surprisingly a pixel Sonic looking like the micro blocks.
Exactly. I was going to say, because this looks not too similar to the one that I have. I actually got this one on my shelf, so I wouldn't be too surprised. They made that and they working on this and sort of say, hang on, there's still nothing we could do with pixels with Sonic. So you never know.
Yeah, these are about 3 inches tall to celebrate the 20th anniversary, which is going to go on until next year anyway.
Yeah.
So the 26th anniversary, you want to say?
If we're going that far.
Yeah, apparently there's figurines and also keychains. From what what we're seeing right now with the images, these are just the figurines. We have 2 versions of Sonic, Eggman and his Eggmobile, Tails, Pixel Sonic, a ring, Motorbug, Chopper, Buzz Bomber, Spikes, Coconuts, and I think it's an Octo.
Yeah.
I think it's called Octo.
Yeah,
which is surprising, really, because that's a Sonic 2 Badnik.
Yeah.
And all these, I think, it's like they sell blind boxes each for $10. But I guarantee you these will cost like £5 if they come into retail.
Yeah.
And I want them. I won't collect all of them, but I just like a couple of them. But I'll be very specific. I want the running Sonic, the Flying Tails, and the Eggmobile.
Yeah.
That's about it. Oh,
yeah.
There's 2 tails ones. There's one standing.
One. Yeah.
I want the Flying Tails, and a running Sonic, and the Eggmobile. That's all I really want. Just those 3.
Yeah, already choosing already.
I'm already choosing. Like,
Yeah.
I guarantee you, I'll get a Motorbug, a ring, and 2 Buzz Bombers.
Yeah. I have to say, though, it's funny because, actually, funny enough, this reminds me, a couple of years ago when Sonic became a big thing, they did something like this years earlier, like in the UK. There were, like, these type of figurines of Sonic Tails, a few of the Badniks and Eggman. And, again, it's funny to think now we're getting, well, essentially, they were, like, if you look at them mold-wise, they didn't look very much like the characters you expect them to be. These ones are more like...
I've got on my shelf 2, because I was like, when I was in Sainsbury's, there was little capsules. I build a character.
Yes.
I have 2 of those. I got a Sonic and a Shadow.
Yeah.
And the molding isn't that bad. It's just the painting's way fucking off.
Yeah. Because I was going to say this.
I don't think they actually the Shadow one has red paint, but there's no red on his fucking shoes. It's like, oh, the head's fine, but the body and chest, there's no yellow there's no yellow for the rings, and even though there's yellow on the shoes, and there's no red on the shoes or gloves.
Yeah.
And his chest fur's all messed up. But the molding isn't that bad. It's good quality. It's just the painting is just a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm actually talking about ones that came out in the early 90s. They were like.
And those ones were ugly.
Yeah, I'm just saying those ones, this is what this reminds me of. It's that again, but now looking like what they should do, the official Sonic look of it, or at least how
it's just like, remember when McDonald's did Nintendo toys?
Yeah.
Like, I've got the Yoshi, and it looks fucking good. You could sell that for £10 on eBay, and no one would know it's a McDonald's toy. Looks that fucking good.
Yeah, they have gone up in quality.
If Nintendo can make McDonald's toys look just as good as actual merchandise, why can't Sonic?
I think that's what the case.
These look like that. These look just like, here is a quality toy that people can get cheap.
It's actually Actually, one thing I should bring up is because whenever I go into a lot of stores, in fact, I was in York the other day to a store called Give a Dog a Bone, and a lot of it is like quiche stuff. It's like we've got Ninja Turtle stuff, Tintin stuff, and a lot of the type of things that Forbidden Planet would do, but happens to be in York. But weirdly enough, when I went in there was barely any Sonic stuff, and it's always surprised me why Sonic the Hedgehog's never really been used in that type of market before. Because you think with such a long legacy, and like I said, we've had the 25th anniversary this year, how come they've only now tried to splash out in this type of stuff?
I don't know, but I think like, when they were announcing the 20th anniversary stuff, they're like, oh, here's the licensing we putting out, here's the... Because you see like trade shows, like here's what we want to do. I don't know when this kind of slipped us. Because we see like a lot of the Tomy stuff, because it was mostly focused on Boom.
Yeah.
Which I still think Boom is going to be in the Sonic Resistance 2017 project.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's for us thinking forwards. I mean, really, if they're going to do Generation thing again, they're going to have at least another Sonic in there, so you got that going.
Yeah.
But yeah, just generally speaking, the fact that they're now starting to do a lot more, like, this is clearly more for the kids who grew up with Sonic, us two, and like, Sonic 91 type stuff. Even in game, actually, there was they actually have a whole bunch of like hoodies and top and hats actually of like Mega Drive and Sonic stuff. So, like I said, it's only now they're starting to really splurge out about this. Whereas Mario, I mean, they've been like, I don't know how many years they've been. Every time I go into a toy store, there's like an entire section dedicated to Mario stuff or Nintendo.
You want Mario Mints? Get your Mario Mints right here.
Exactly that type of stuff.
Are they exactly the same as Zelda Mints? No. They're shaped like mushrooms. They're shaped like triangles. There's a difference.
Yeah, the Triforce of pasta.
People eat that up.
Yeah, they would.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, it's funny to see this type of thing now coming out, or I mean, sort of seeing this type of Sonic merchandise now trying to come out again after such a long period.
Yeah. Like I said before, I want these little figurines, even though it's like, oh hey, it's $10 to get one figurine, but it's going to stay on my shelf for the rest of time. Hey, I'll just put it back in the fucking box.
Yeah, well, I mean, the smart thing to do is get it out of the box, just don't destroy it.
Buy an amiibo case. I'll buy an amiibo case, put them in there. Because when I was at Summer of Sonic 2009, I found one of those gold rings before everyone fucking stole them.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. And handed it in, and they gave me a Sonic X blind box, and inside is like a pretty good model of Tails. And that comes in a plastic case. I can only hope these come in plastic cases as well, but if not, get an amiibo case. It's only $5.
Yeah.
Either that or have it gathered dust.
Well, you know what to do with your life when you get older, spend dusting stuff.
My Sonic amiibo is in this fucking case. I have not opened that. I've got a Wii U, but I have not used it.
But hey, that's the world we live in now. What was once something that we play for hours and then we end up breaking them anyway. Now we treasure them forever because we never know how long they're going to last for.
I still got games in their cases I've had for fucking years.
Yeah.
But anyway, you can check the website in the description below and tell us what you think. Which ones do you want?
Yeah. I'll end this here because going back to the Pixel Sonic thing, I'm kind of surprised with this, that this is in the pack. I'm just guessing that whether or not this is whether they would try and do another set of these with the other characters.
Pixel Knuckles?
Yeah, Pixel Knuckles, Tails, Eggman in his Eggmobile.
That would be a really big one.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I would like to get my hands on a very edgy Robotnik.